I'm a free marketeer, but I also believe in equal opportunities. If a business reckons it's best to set up in Reading or anywhere in the Thames Valley, it's usually because of communications, labour, markets, and a general assessment of where it's best to be. From big brewers in the past, like Courage, to Microsoft not that long ago, that is exactly what happened in the Thames Valley. As I said in one or two of my interviews, Japanese motor manufacturers went to South Wales and the northeast of England because of great and available labourers. It suited government policy, which was convenient. But when under another government, the Roots Motor Company, that became Chrysler, went to Linlithgow in Scotland to help the government, it didn't end well, because the other advantages were not there. So, a memo from the man or woman from the ministry would rarely help these days, in my view, and in a free country would probably, quite rightly, be spiked. Levelling up might need a lot of such memos, however, so they would need to be crafted with great caution and great authority if they're not simply to end up on the spike. On infrastructure, which one or two of my guests spoke about quite specifically, not least Henry Morrison from the Northern Powerhouse, projects need to follow demand. A redundant bridge to help win a by-election means one extra MP for the party of government and a redundant bridge. See also odd bits of highway and motorway in very strange places. The Northern Powerhouse is different because it is needed, and so, lo and behold, it's already happening, but speed it up. If you shift government departments out of London and the south, qualified staff will probably, in the short term, if not the medium term, and quite possibly the long term, have to follow them. It would be nice to think brilliant economists and planners in the regions would be snapped up, but one wonders if they're there, sitting, awaiting the call. Why haven't they already done it? One or two of my guests, to be fair, said there are many brilliant graduates in the Midlands and in the North who will react to it. But in my experience, I think in the main, if you shift a government department to London, lo and behold, lots of civil servants go with it. Planned shifts in population are tricky in principle. Post-war, new towns took an age to put down roots and become real communities. Meanwhile, as Peter Townsend wrote in a celebrated, brilliant book on demography, the East End was killed at a stroke, as a series of village-like communities were never replaced. And what's more, a bit of them that was replaced yields another fascinating anecdote. Lord Heseltine observed of Canary Wharf, it will never be a real community until the city types who work there also live there and send their children to school there. They don't, and they don't. To me, as I said in all of my interviews, the cornerstone of levelling up that can and should work is education. Government has control over a crucial and effective variable, school funding. In my view, one of the standout policies of the Cameron-Clegg coalition was the Liberal Democrat David Law's pupil premium. It was real cash, maybe not enough, that's another debate you can have, but it was real cash targeted at underperforming school children. Now, leap forward to now, Sir Kevin Collins' post-COVID catch-up plan is such a scheme awaiting the green light. A master plan ready to go. It could be expanded to be focused not just on post-COVID catch-up, but catch-up generally. Then underperforming parts of the country would have the vital tool for levelling up, and that is better educated children, shovel-ready to transform their part of the country and their lives. Much of the rest of it seems to me to be like slightly dubious social engineering, market bucking, a sort of Tory 5-year plan, and bits of infrastructure where we probably don't really need them and which we probably can't afford anyway.
Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.